Hello everyone, and welcome back to Jester Plays the Binding of Isaac. I'm just gonna start a new run with Basil. Maybe not. Let's do this. So, in today's topic, I want to talk about schools. That's one of the things that I was remembering the other day. It's like school is one of those things that you either there's a lot of things that you can say about school. You can either love it, you can hate it, and it could be something that is not for you. That is also an option because I'm I'm the kind of person that when I was in school, I I was an okay student. I'm actually watching my scorecard from high school, and I did okay. I think I ended up getting a 9 in overall, which it will be like the equivalent of an A minus, maybe. I don't know if it's an A or an A minus, but I did okay up until high school, and then when college came up, it was a different thing. I didn't do bad in college, but at the end of there were some things that prevented me from going through it. But I'm still finishing as of right now. I'm still finishing off my classes, so I'm not giving up on that. But what I wanted to talk about is the different classes the different models that that you go through high school, because you start with, obviously you're gonna start with the basics. You're gonna start with math, you're gonna start with I don't know, English. You're gonna start with all these uh, classes that you either love or hate. And because in my experience, I love math, I love physics, I love chemistry. Those were my classes. I did really good on those. But when it comes to the other ones, I don't know what will we call in English, but I don't know, something like English, something like art, something like all those like non tangible, like more artistic, like let's just say it has to do with more, I don't know. I don't know how to call it. The not exact science. That I did good on the exact sciences. The other ones I struggle a little bit. But when I finished high school, I was like, okay, what are you gonna do now? Because you have to. You can either start working or you can go to college. And my parents were like, okay, you are almost done with school. You gonna do college? And I was like, sure, why not? And and they were like, okay, so what do you wanna do for college? And and I didn't hesitate. I always liked computers. I remember my first computer I had it when I was like 8, and it was this old yellow monitor, big CRT, CRT. I don't know how you say it in English, but one of those old big monitors that it only had the color yellow. So I had to, in order to start the computer, you had to turn it on, and after you turn it on, you had to type X WIN, like Windows, win, and then you hit enter, C, win. I remember, C, colon, win, and then the Windows will start. And that's always been my passion, I guess. That's always been the thing that interests me the most. It's always fun, and that's what I do for work. Um, I go and I install /configure slash troubleshoot slash. I mean, I'm a jack of all trades when it comes to computers at a, let's just say, high level, because I manage with servers. I work. I have the privilege to work with really big computers, which is also a big responsibility because you don't want to mess up when you're working with those companies. Like if you accidentally turn off or delete or do something bad to their servers, that will mean millions and millions of loss to that company. You don't want that, trust me. Like I work with Coke, I work with Bose, I work with all these big companies that 1 minute it's millions of dollars on loss if the factory suddenly decides to not work for a little bit. So that cannot happen. But yeah, I was always interested in computers, so I started going to college for that, and it was really interesting watching all the different like subjects that you get on high school and on college, because it's not the same as high school. I remember getting out of high school and being so confident about myself and about my knowledge, and then you get to college and they humbled you, because I remember the first, even though I love math and all that, I remember failing calculus the first time that I took it, because it's a whole different thing. I wasn't ready for that. I had to take it again, and at that time I was able to. I got a really good grade on the second time that I took it, but I still remember failing that, and I was like, no, that I never failed a subject before. It was never. I was like always a B, an A, mostly A's, some B's, but I never failed anything. And I was devastated. I mean, I still remember that time that the teacher was like, okay, you have to, because we had like a last shot exam that you can take. Like it was like, okay, you didn't pass the course, you can still try to make it up with an exam at the end of the semester. And I remember I took the exam and I was just like, okay, no, I really don't know this subject enough for me to study it. And that actually changed a lot of what I think about life, actually. Because I remember other classmates that they cheated on the exam. They actually looked for another exam of past years, and the teacher didn't actually change that much, so they had the answers, and they passed the class. And I was like, I never been that person. I would much rather take the class again and actually learn and study than cheat in order for me to just pass it, because I believe that is worthless. If you're gonna have a class and you're gonna tell people that you know about that, then you should know. And that may be not the same thing for everyone, but for me that's the way that I think about stuff. And not only that, I mean, it can be something, I don't know. I'm the kind of guy that likes to be honest. If something bothers me, I try to tell it. And if I don't know something, I try to learn it. There's been times when I'm at work and there's a situation that I really don't know. And if I don't know it, I will study it. I will. That's another thing about me, is that I don't back away from a challenge. If something seems hard, if something seems like you're not gonna be able to make it, I still go for it because what's the worst that can happen? I mean, at worst you're gonna learn about it, and at best you're gonna fix the issue and you're gonna be happy that you did. Because and that's the thing that I believe the most in school is that it doesn't matter what you think, you can always do good. You can always take the extra step, and maybe you slacked all year on the classes. Maybe you didn't study enough. Maybe you went to Starbucks and had a coffee during while you were supposed to be in class. But there's always a chance that you can go for it. And if you can, why not go? Why not try it? Right? I always believe in when I was going through that. I remember the time that I failed my class, and I was so disappointed, and I was so I felt really bad about myself. But then I realized, you know what? I'll take this opportunity. I take this. Let's say that it's a failure, because it is. It's a failure, and let's take this failure and learn from it and try to improve because of it. That way, the next time that happens, so the next time that I see the pattern of me not studying enough, the pattern of me, you know what? I don't feel that I'm ready to finish or take this class. Then I will notice that in me, and then I won't repeat it the next time. And that's just gonna improve. That's the thing that I always say to me. I know that it may sound repetitive at this point, but you know, why give up? Just try to do your best and improve upon yourself. And I believe that is gonna give you the motivation for you to do better in life. And you're gonna notice it not only in your life, like school life, in everything. It's gonna allow you to be better about yourself. But going back to the topic of school, I remember my best class, the class that I enjoyed the most was in high school, was circuits. Like I used to go to a technical high school, so we had a lot of subjects that most other schools didn't have, and that's because the one that I go to, you can immediately work after finish it. You were studying to be a technician, so that's what got me to be in that school, because I was like, you know what? At least I will have a job, something to do after I'm finished, and that actually has taken me to where I'm at right now. And I've been very fortunate. I've been really lucky. Well, I wouldn't say lucky, because I work for what I have, and I look for the opportunities to have what I have. And I believe that if you go for it, if you try to make things happen, then it's not luck. It's you. It's you making stuff happen. And there's not a magic thing that is gonna help you if you just stay there. It's a good thing. But yeah, I used to love it's called circuits, and that was basically it. You will learn what a resistance does, what a voltage is, what wattage is. I don't really remember the theory right now. I know that if I would just give it a second look, I will remember all of it. But Yeah, those were my, like I said, the exact science. Those are my thing. I can, if you tell me I don't know, what is 20 by 40, I will to be like, oh, it's X. And if I'm not gonna do it right now because I'm playing a game and talking at the same time, so that's a little bit overdrive for my brain. But that's one of the things that I can do. I can actually tell you, make quick math on your head. And I know that he was told that there will be no math, but yeah. Other things about school letters that it's always a topic of conversation in every movie, in every media, is teachers. Like I don't remember having a really mean or bad teacher. I mean, you could make a case about my calculus teacher that I hated. The thing about her is that I don't believe that she really wanted to teach. She mostly wanted to make us suffer, but that's not the point. Yeah, I I like my teachers most of the time, and but yeah, when the only ones that I can remember are the ones that they gave me a bad grade on. So I don't know what does that say about myself, but yeah. 1 second, I'm kind of struggling right now with this room. Okay, one more. But yeah, if you guys let me know what you guys did in college. You guys like you guys? I can tell you that I never skipped a class on purpose. I remember one day we were just outside of the classroom, and we were waiting for the teacher to come by because every class had a different teacher. It was not a one teacher kind of school. So we were waiting outside of the classroom, and the basketball courts were right outside of our classroom. So we was like, okay, the teacher has not come to the classroom yet. Let's go and play some basketball right now. Little did we know that behind us, she was already there. She was already on the classroom, and we didn't notice. We didn't even notice when everyone else got into the classroom. So the teacher actually didn't let us back into the classroom for like 10 minutes. She treated like we were skipping class, which I never really liked. And that was actually my English teacher, which I will never skip English class. That was another one of my favorites, which is kind of odd. Don't you think that if I like exact science, if I like math, I like chemistry, I like physics, why do I like languages? Because I'm not good well, Spanish is my first language, so I still struggle to keep up with that one. But I like English. I like hearing about Japanese. I like hearing about French, and it's fun. I believe communication is one of those things that you have to do, both with other people and on your same language, and also with I love talking with other people. I'm not good at it, but I try, and you can never say that I don't try. Let's focus on this a little bit so I don't die. So yeah, tell me stories about high school. I would like to know if you guys had a really bad teacher that you hated or something like that, or maybe you guys just were really good at high school. You were straight up A's or something like that. But I would love to know your thoughts about it. Do you guys ever missed fail as a paper? Oh. Oh, we don't have to go there anyway. Yeah, I will really love to know what is high school in other places, like maybe in America. I don't know, in America it's really different because you guys don't even use uniforms. That was a really weird concept when I watched an American movie about teenagers. It's like you can just wear regular clothes to public school. I know in some what you call those, like private schools, you do wear uniforms, but not in public college, and that was really weird for me to grab the concept of. Like, you just can use whatever you want. And I don't know. We used to have a uniform. I remember my uniform was a gray pants, black shoes, like dress shoes, and a white shirt. Like, it was like a really, you had to dress up, I guess. And this was public high school. It was not private at all. And most, if not all, of schools here use that concept, which I think it is so you can recognize a student while he's outside. Like, if you notice a teenage boy driving being outside of the classroom on a Monday at 10 a.m., you know that he's skipping class. But even then, I don't know what you will do about it. Like, yeah, you're skipping class, so what? What am I gonna do about it? Yeah. And the thing that I would like everyone to take out on this episode is that if you're going to college, if you're feeling like you're at this point you're failing the semester, I will just tell you to not give up. And if you fail, it's okay. You can just try it again. It's not the end of the world. I promise that it will get better. Alright, I don't have to go in that room anymore. Just keep going, keep at it, and you will do great. I promise. It's not gonna stop you. Just have to put a little bit more, I don't know, maybe a little bit more effort, you know? Maybe you just need to be honest with yourself and be like, you know what, I slacked this summer. I slacked this, I didn't practice enough for this test. But that doesn't mean that I cannot, that I just have to fail it. Let me focus a little bit. Alright, we still have 3 shots of killing this guy. Yeah, what is the most embarrassing thing about college? Because all the movies about or high school, what is the most embarrassing thing about high school that you had done to you? Because that's always the theme in high school. Like, everyone puts a bunch of bananas in your locker and you open up and then they all fall off. Or maybe you fell down during while you were getting your diploma, you fell to the floor. still remember watching this the movie with what is the name where it's the one where the guy the big popular guy had to make one of the girls pretty. There was like a challenge that the art girl, the strange girl, was secretly pretty and no one knew, and they were like, "Oh, I bet you cannot make her pretty." And I don't know, it was a fun movie. Let me know if you remember that movie. But thank you for watching. Please like the video, subscribe if you're not to, and I'll see you guys on the next episode. See ya.